Alright, and we are back, and we're moving straight into another game from another set from round 3 of Swiss, which will be played between Wei Wen and Kang Yita. Kang Yita, of course, a newcomer. Today is his first tournament here with us, and Wei Wen, a veteran, but again, kind of like Faman and Zixuan as you saw previously, a player who has kind of sat in the middle tier for a long time.
Definitely has his moments, very strong plays, but at the same time, also prone to misplays or going on tilt as well.
Also, Wei Wen sometimes, the problem with Wei Wen is sometimes he picks very suboptimal plays as his way out. As in, if they work, they look fantastic, but normally the odds are against him when he tries them.
Alright then, Wei Wen's team is Kangaskhan, Smeargle, Groudon, Xerneas, Salamence, and Talonflame.
Wei Wen is bringing big 6, or Ita will be responding with Xerneas, Kyogre, Gengar, Among Us, Salamence, and Landorus.
Gengar being I think recently a very popular with the Parish, along with Whimsicott, although we don't see that option.
I believe this will be a standard Sash Gengar.
So no Megas we see. We're not expect to see a Mega.
Not expect to see a Mega. So, I think the question for Wei Wen is, how safe does he feel to Geomancy?
I would wager the answer is not very, especially with Gengar with the Step Slash Bomb. But we do see, Smeargle, Kangaskhan lead.
Landorus Intimidate, I suppose, is the only ability they can trigger. So the problem here is that Wei Wen, I believe Wei Wen does have Scarf Smeargle, but at this point he doesn't know whether Landorus is Scarf as well.
A crucial first game, trade of information here. Well, I guess
he could fake out, of course.
Or maybe he will.
But the thing is, he might want to scrappy fake out instead.
But no, he chooses to Mega Evolve.
So he's going to be picking out Landorus. And he'll be revealing whether he is. Because if he is Scarf, then the problem for Ita is that if Dark Void lands, he's not going to take a turn of sleep. Fake out onto the Landorus, will disable it for the turn. Not a lot of damage thanks to the Intimidate. As we do see Landorus flinch, so it is the Scarf. Dark Void will land on at least one Pokemon. Will it land on the Gengar? Nope, because the Gengar gets Landorus, who has not taken a turn of sleep, but Gengar will be able to taunt the Smeargle here.
Because of Icy Wind. I think he was hoping to break the sash of the Smeargle here.
Yeah, but now he knows there is Scarf.
And now Kangaskhan at -1 attack, -1 speed. Would it incentivize enough for Wei Wen to switch out and maybe bring something in that could
I don't think so. I think Wei Wen wants to sleep on the Gengar as well.
Priority then he would try to focus down the Landorus.
Yeah, this Landorus is going to be sleeping. But he just chose Switch Smeargle out. The thing here for Wei Wen is that if he returns the Landorus now, Landorus is guaranteed to sleep. Then next turn, since Landorus is Scarf, he gets a free Sucker Punch.
And he does bring in the Xerneas, I think, wanting to set up. Does go for the Sucker Punch here, but the Gengar doesn't fall for it.
Are we going to see Taunt from the Gengar onto the Xerneas?
And he does go for Taunt and lands on the... Well, I mean, it was into a Smeargle slot, which was logical, but still crucially prevents the Xerneas from setting up.
Honestly, a terrible switch. Just a terrible switch for Wei Wen. He had the Dark Void there, he was Scarfed, he would have gotten it off. He could always chance another miss, but now he does get Sucker Punch off. And at -1, actually enough to KO, surprisingly.
So Gengar doesn't land its Slash Bomb to damage the Xerneas, so...
Does Landorus get a one-turn wake up? Does get a one-turn wake up, and because it's Scarf Landorus, he only knows one move.
This brings back memories of VGC16.
But he does get a Moonblast. Even without a boost, on an unboosted, I guess a non-bulk Landorus is going to go down.
With the Fairy Aura boosting here, and Wei Wen takes a 2-0 lead.
And now that Gengar is down, there's kind of very little to stop the Xerneas, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
Wei Wen can retreat Xerneas, send in Smeargle, store for time, bring Xerneas back in, and Geomancy.
Then again, since Wei Wen is ahead by 2 mons, he doesn't even really need the Geomancy. He could just, in a war of attrition, just trade with Yang.
And you really don't want to Geomancy and walk into a clear smoke from the Among Us.
And he can't anyway, he's still under taunt from the Gengar. So, but very clear advantage that Wei Wen can leverage here. He does have more mons. If either one of his mons fainted, he can bring in the Smeargle to control the game back in his favor.
But now he has a core protect. Since it's really, the obvious play is Ita's going to protect one. But the question is, who's he going to protect? Does he want to protect Spore, or does he want to protect Origin Pulse? Both of which are honestly good options. Wei Wen does choose which is that. I think he wants the Geomancy, which is not a bad strategy. And resets the weather as well. Removing the threat of Origin Pulse. But the problem is, now the threat of Spore is live. Especially since I suspect that Ita did protect his Kyogre and attempt to Spore.
Yeah, but there's another advantage we didn't talk about is that since Ita is locked into his last 2, the weather is definitely going to be Sun, which means Kyogre won't be able to fire off its Step Water attacks here.
And Kyogre reduced Icy Wind, so Ita running the Kyogre variant with Icy Wind. And he didn't bring his own Xerneas, it should be noted.
And double H from the Kangaskhan into the Kyogre.
So Among will be able to spore something distant. As we see, Kyogre taking that quite comfortably at -1. So a bulky Kyogre definitely.
And goes for the Grass Knot actually on the Groudon slot. Not a, what was the Xerneas previously? That's a decent amount to the Groudon though. Groudon free to Fire Punch here to take out the Mushroom though.
Interesting choice to Grass Knot, to be honest. I'm not sure why. He was hoping to catch with Grass Knot.
I don't know, I kind of feel that he's being pressured so much, he feels that he doesn't have the luxury to go for control and has to go for damage to try to get his advantage back, to fight back.
Well, I suppose that would explain why he's playing that way, because I mean, from our perspective, I think Spore has to be his way back. Because at this point, Wayward's just going to focus fire onto the Kyogre. And these switches are really making me very nervous for Wayward.
Yeah, these are very unnecessary switches, given that
Groudon could just have fire punched the Among Us and just finished off the game.
Kyogre goes for Icy Wind again.
And Among Us will get the Spore, likely the Xerneas.
Gets another free attack off, which is damage that Wayward shouldn't really be trading, honestly.
Xerneas not taking that Grass Knot well at all.
Yeah, and the problem is better than the Groudon though. Yeah, but
I think he's overreacting to Icy Wind, to be perfectly honest.
Yes.
Situation of Groudon was really the strangest play of all. Because the moment Kyogre refused Icy Wind, Groudon is safe as heck.
Yes. And I mean, even after 1 or 2 speed drops, you're not going to be outsped by Mungus. We do see the Origin Pulse coming out here. Definitely Wayward's mistake dropping down the Groudon here.
And somehow Ida is clawing his way back because Wayward is just making a string of strange plays.
I think he's focused on the long-term strategy. Yeah, it could have been
the long-term strategy is landing Dark Void and all Precipice Blades. That sounds like a very good strategy to me, Dustin.
I wouldn't question it, but yeah, the Icy Wind's getting to him. The speed drops.
Definitely playing with his head.
Yeah, overreacting to the speed drops. I mean, he was perfectly fine there. The Groudon weather locking down the Kyogre.
I think Wayward now has to decide, does he want the Dark Void or does he want to transform into Groudon? He does go for the Dark Void. Will land on 1. Needs the Kyogre. He needs the Kyogre.
Yes.
Gets it.
No, gets the
Among Us. Does he get the Kyogre? Does get the Kyogre as well. Does he land the Precipice Blades now though? Let's land both. Should pick up the Kyogre though. It's very bulky. He could hang on. No, it does go down.
The kill.
And Among Us will go down to a 5-1 subsequently. So we won't toss that out, but putting himself under unnecessary stress.
Yeah, I mean, he had a very clear advantage and he could have just traded hits, and especially since Itas couldn't change the weather, that was one way he could lock down the amount of damage coming out from Ita's side. But instead chose to switch around, gave Ita a chance to come back. So
and I believe that actually was the game 2 between both players. So Wayward takes the set 2-0.
Oh, so actually he won the previous game.
We should actually explain some of Ita's plays. I think Ita definitely... I strongly suspect that game 1 Wayward did Xerneas sweep in. Because Ita's team was heavy on the Xerneas head. Had the Gengar, had the Among Us, had the Taunt, etc. But Wayward adjusted, but again, he had a much clearer path to victory and put himself under a lot of unnecessary stress.
The overreaction to the speed drops.
The only explanation I can think of is that he thought the Kyogre had both Ice Beam and Icy Wind. Otherwise, there was no reason to switch Groudon out there.
Well, I mean, he could have easily protected or...
Because no matter how slow you get, you are not slower than Among Us.
Yes. So the only worry you have is for the Kyogre. Well, regardless, he does pick up the victory.
And I believe we will be bringing him on for an interview as well to explain yourself, Wayward. But my screen manager is occupied, so we will be filling time for a moment. Right, Wayward will be coming on. No break, Wayward will be coming straight on. Right, I am back with the winner of the set we just saw. We won a winner over Kang Ita, and moving on, I believe 3-0.
Yes.
So congrats on that, Wei Wen.
Thank you, Matthew.
And I believe that looked like a very clean 2-0 in the end, despite you putting yourself under unnecessary pressure at the end.
Yeah, the last few turns where I had to land both Dark Ball and Precious Blade was quite dangerous. Because if either one of them wouldn't hit, then Groudon might have fainted and then I couldn't touch the Mungus already.
I don't think the threat of fainting was there because I think you saw Kyogre's moveset. At that point, you only hit you with Icy Wind, and Icy Wind will not KO Groudon from there.
Because he only revealed.
Oh, you were worried about him having Ice Beam as well.
Yeah, I thought he might have Ice Beam, even though he did have Icy Wind, but because he didn't reveal his full moveset as well.
That's true. So I suppose it was a risk you took. Do you consider maybe the possibility of transforming instead?
No, I did not.
No, so you thought Dark Void was the best play there?
Yes, because
as long as you landed on one, you would be safe.
Yeah, because the risk of just needed to land on the Kyogre, cause the Mungus, even though it wouldn't have been dangerous if it got spawned, and he had Grass Knot as well, so
wouldn't have killed Groudon though, not at that point yet.
yes, but anything might have happened.
You have crit, yeah. So it's a very dangerous play there. Alright, so we didn't see game 1, and by the way he was playing in game 2. Did you manage to get Geomancy up in game 1?
I'm not sure. I didn't bring. I did bring Scalp Smeller, but I didn't I don't think I Geomancy in game 1. I'm not too sure already. But I used Scalp Smeller as well in game 1.
Yeah, because game 2 definitely his team looked very prepared for Xerneas. He brought the Gengar, he brought the Among Us.
Game 1 I didn't expect his Landorus to be scarfed as well. So I almost let the Scalp Smeller, but then I was like thinking maybe leading the standard Gengar Smeller would be a safer play.
Oh, you nearly let with Smeller Xerneas into Scarf Lando. Yeah, that would be disastrous.
And then with Gengar at the side as well there.
Oh wait, Slash Bomb, oops.
Yeah.
4-2. Alright, so it worked out in the end. So now I think we're going to take a break. So good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
I mean, I think you're like one of the sole representatives of Big Six at this point.
Yes. I'm sure there's other players representing using this team as well.
Okay, so after that we'll be taking a break and we move back with round 4 of Swiss. Stay tuned.